Hi, this is Craig Glenday, Editor-in-Chief at Guinness World Records. I'm here at the London headquarters, where we're going to take a look back over some of the amazing record breaking that's taken place in the last 12 months. So let's begin in January. In the USA, we saw basketball history being made when Big Easy Lofton of the Harlem Globetrotters achieved the farthest hook shot. And on the same day, fellow player Bucket Blakes smashed the most basketball underhanded half-court shots in 1 minute.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
You are officially amazing.
On the other side of the globe, in Sichuan, China, 10,021 people demonstrated their martial arts skills with a giant Wing Chun display, the world's largest. This incredible record was achieved by students of the Sichuan Southwest Vocational College of Civil Aviation. Incredibly, the record breaking got even bigger in Nigeria with the largest group of carol singers. In total, 25,272 members of the God's Will Akpabio Unity Choir put on this amazing spectacle. In February, the Burj Khalifa, the world's tallest building, soared back into the record books again with another incredible technical achievement. Located on level 148 of this iconic structure is the world's highest observation deck. The viewing level is at 555 metres, so that's 1,821 feet above ground, and offers unrivaled views of this incredible city. The world's largest Kaikoti Kali dance in India offered yet more spectacular views. This mesmerising performance involved 5,211 dancers as part of the Thanima 2015 Arts Festival. Towards the end of the month, staff from United Biscuits in the UK broke the Guinness World Records title for the most books toppled in a domino fashion. The United Biscuits team used 5,318 copies of the Guinness World Records book to achieve their record. This record has proven to be one of our most popular categories, and as you'll see, the record continued to topple as the year went on. So what do you call a record holder who can tell the most jokes in a minute? Clive. But seriously, Clive Greenaway set the record with 26 jokes rattled off in just 1 minute at the Arts Centre in Haverhill, Suffolk.
Exit signs there on the way out, 2 elephants fall off a cliff on board. I'm on a whiskey diet, I lost 3 days last night. A man walks into a bar, ouch, it was an iron bar. I ate a ploughman's lunch, he wasn't happy. Black Beauty, there's a dark horse. I backed a horse today at 10 to 1, he came in at 3:30. That's 2 horse strokes on the trot, now that's 3. I took the M4 out of London, chap said, put it back. I painted a girl today and the nude eye almost froze. Went to a corner shop, brought 4 corners. Went to a paper shop, it blown away. Went to a seafood dance, pulled a muscle.
Clive was a professional magician and comedian and overcame speech difficulties in childhood. And listen to him now, blistering tongue.
Yeah, I say no to alcohol, it just doesn't listen. I got some powdered water, but what do you add? Beer.
The Guinness World Records title that probably changes more often than any other is that of the oldest living woman. On the 5th of March this year, Misawa Okawa of Japan turned 117. She's the oldest living woman and said for her the last 117 years didn't seem much like a long time. Okawa's had a remarkable life really, 3 children, 4 grandchildren and 6 great-grandchildren to her name. Sadly, Misawa passed away on April the 1st, having clocked up an incredible 117 years and 26 days. April was the month for epic stunts. First off was British stunt driver Alistair Moffat, who had officially reclaimed his title for the tightest parallel park after almost a year and a half. Sat behind the wheel of his Fiat 500c, this professional stunt driver managed to squeeze into a parking space that was only 7.5 centimetres, it was not even 3 inches, longer than the vehicle itself. Another vehicle record zoomed into the record books, this time in Canada. At Moncton International Airport in New Brunswick, Roger LeBlanc of Canada smashed the record for the longest wheelie on a UTV. With 4 passengers hanging off the back, he pulled off an impressive 1,140.3 metre two-wheeled journey. In May, we welcomed US President Barack Obama into the Guinness World Records family thanks to his Twitter feed. President Obama broke the record for the fastest time to reach 1 million followers on Twitter, doing it in less than 5 hours. So, like tweeting, taking selfies has become a bit of a trend in record breaking in the past few years. Even celebrities are getting in on the act, like Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, who managed to achieve the most self-portraits taken in 3 minutes. He was able to do 105 snaps of himself and his fans outside the premiere of his film San Andreas in London. In May, we also showcased one of our most dramatic record attempts, the longest motorcycle ride through a tunnel of fire. 2 South African daredevils braved the flames for a scorching 120.4 metres. Ouch. And we all fell in love with Callie the Wonder Dog after breaking the record for the fastest time to pop 100 balloons on Britain's Got Talent, managing it in an incredible 41.67 seconds. Callie popped into the Guinness World Record offices to say hi and demonstrate this amazing ability to devastate balloons. Also in May, we discovered another record-breaking pet, this time Merlin the Moggy. This 13-year-old rescue cat from Torquay in Devon wowed us with the loudest purr by a domestic cat. How loud? Merlin's owner Tracy says that he purrs louder than a hairdryer.
Merlin, with 67.8 decibels.
Yeah.
It's a new Guinness World Records title. Congratulations.
Thank you.
We said goodbye in May to Isabel Valley, the iconic and visually striking record holder who passed away at the age of 78. Isabel was the most tattooed female senior citizen, with 93% of her body covered with tattoos. We asked her about her interests and where it began, and she said, originally I was only ever going to have one, a small bird, but I fell in love with it and developed an addiction. And last but not least for May, we have something that's straight out of Back to the Future, the Guinness World Records title for the longest distance on a hoverboard. Check out this amazing footage of Canadian inventor Kathleen Alexandru Duru. His propeller-based hoverboard managed to travel a total distance of 275.9 metres, that's 905 foot 2 inches, to set his new Guinness World Records title. This sensational first for Guinness World Records proved an absolutely viral hit. All around the world, people watching Kathleen as he makes this landmark journey on the hoverboard. Kathleen continues to work on the design of his hoverboard, so I'm sure we'll be hearing more from him in 2016. Remember back in May when Barack Obama set the record for the fastest time to reach 1 million followers on Twitter? Well, in June, he lost the record to Caitlyn Jenner. So just 2 weeks after Obama set his record, Caitlyn achieved her 1 million followers on Twitter in just over 4 hours. The reality TV star and former record-breaking Olympic athlete posted a photo of her upcoming Vanity Fair cover, and the hashtag #CallMeCaitlyn began to trend thanks to her many, many fans and supporters. Over in Germany, meanwhile, Hans-Peter Schiffer entered the record books for a very, very different type of achievement, the world's tallest sunflower. Grown in Karst in Westphal in Germany, Schiffer's sunflower measures 9.17 metres, so that's just over 30 feet. Incredible. Across the border in Austria, we also showcased the world's largest stick bomb. This spectacular chain reaction involved 30,849 wooden sticks all popping and exploding in sequence and was achieved by the Toulon Domino team of Austria. Across the border again into Italy, we also celebrated the world's largest structure built from Lego bricks. This giant tower measured 35.05 metres, that's 114 foot 11 inches, and was made from approximately 500,000 bricks. Pets again, this time in the USA, where Conjo the dog became the fastest dog on 2 paws over 5 metres. Conjo managed a blistering time of 2.39 seconds, beating the famous Jiff, the Pomeranian you might remember from Katy Perry's pop video. Also in the USA, at Huntington Beach in California, 66 people set a new Guinness World Records title for the most people riding on one surfboard. Itself a record holder, of course, for being the world's largest surfboard. Also in June, we heard the sad news that Blossom, the world's tallest living cow, had passed away. Blossom, who lived in Orangeville, Illinois, stood a staggering 190 centimetres, or just over 6 foot tall, to the withers, that's to the shoulders. Her legacy lives on though, because she is still the tallest cow that's ever been measured by Guinness World Records. We started July by celebrating the remarkable achievement of Risto Pispe from Finland. He achieved the longest unsupported open ocean journey by jet ski. Risto started off in Helsinki and ended up in Spain, stopping at many other countries along the way and covering a total of 3,074 kilometres, which is 1,659.8 nautical miles. He also journeyed 1,746 kilometres on inland waters through mainland Europe to get to his destination. The inspiration for this epic adventure came when Risto's son asked him a very simple question: is it possible to drive a jet ski from Finland to Africa? The answer, probably yes. Also in July, Norway's popular family-run ice cream company Hennig Olsen scooped a very cool Guinness World Records title when they built the world's tallest ice cream cone. Perfect for July's summery weather, the super-sized cone was a whopping 3.08 metres high and contained enough strawberry ice cream for 10,800 people to have 2 portions each. I was dancing in the streets of Mandaluyong in the Philippines when the government organised the world's biggest ever Zumba class. In total, 12,975 people turned up to the huge Zumba class, which was held to celebrate the birthday of Ben-Hur Abalos, the mayor of Mandaluyong. In August, Guinness World Records released some spectacular footage of recent record attempts, the most stunning probably being the largest formation of water jetpacks. The Breitling flyboard family event took place in the beautiful Cavalaire-sur-Mer in the south of France. Here we saw 58 people rising out the sea in this amazing choreographed routine. We celebrated another fantastic flight formation in August, this time from helicopters. A team of 25 Robinson helicopter pilots from Russia flew over the heliport Istra and Bunkever village, maintaining this impressive diamond formation throughout the entire flight. Next up, we're proud to present Carlton Williams of Wales. who smashed the record for the most push-ups in 1 hour to the limit in Margaret River, Australia, completing an incredible 2,220 complete reps. What an inspiration. In August, we said happy birthday to Corduroy the cat, who turned 26 years old, making him the oldest living cat in the world. Turning 26 is an impressive feat, considering that domesticated cats have an average lifespan of just 15 years. On August 5th, Sven Hagemeyer of Germany celebrated his 26th birthday, but refused to let it end for at least 2 days. How did he do it? Well, over the course of 46 hours, Sven flew from Auckland, New Zealand, to Brisbane, Australia, then Honolulu in Hawaii, in a successful attempt to have the longest birthday. He did it by crossing over the time zones. September is a very special month for us here at Guinness World Records, because it's when we launch our books, our classic Guinness World Records Annual, and this year, the Gamers Edition. To celebrate the launch, we filmed some of our favourite record holders of the year, such as Bertie the tortoise. Bertie sprinted over a 5-metre course, setting a speed of 0.28 metres a second, which, trust me, is fast for a tortoise. We also measured the world's tallest basketball player, Sun Mingming, and his handball-playing wife, Zhu Yan, both from China, for a combined height of 423.47 centimetres, or 13 foot 10 inches, making them the world's tallest married couple. Germany's Joel Minkler showed off his stretched piercings. He's got more than anyone else in the world, and achieved the Guinness World Records title for the most flesh tunnels in the face. In Japan, Purin the beagle set the record for the most balls caught by a dog with the paws in 1 minute, skillfully saving 14 mini footballs. For the Gamers Edition, we showcased Jason Camberis, who's a 44-year-old network engineer from Chicago in the USA, who took 2 years to build this epic retro gaming system, which set the new Guinness World Records title for the largest arcade machine. At 4.41 metres tall, it stands taller than a fully grown African elephant and could fit the equivalent of 112 bathtubs of water inside. Records are falling not just in the real world, but in Minecraft too. Kurt J. Mack from Phoenix in Arizona has been walking towards the fabled Far Lands. He's covered a staggering 2,097,152 blocks, which is the equivalent of 2,097.15 kilometres, documenting his journey on YouTube as he goes. My favourite video of the year though probably is Sridhar Shilal of India, who last cut his fingernails in 1952. Sridhar has almost 3 feet of fingernails per finger, so a total at the last measurement of 29 foot 10 inches, or 9.09 metres. He revealed during the visit to film him that he would soon be cutting the nails because he wants to sell them to a museum. In September, Jaguar also introduced to us their new sports car, the F-Pace, unveiling it at the Niederrad racecourse in Germany with a very risky loop-de-loop in a car. The driver was British stuntman Terry Grant, who underwent 2 months of intense physical and dietary preparation for the record attempt. I'm pleased to say that all went well, and he completed a complete 360-degree turn of the 19.08 metre tall loop. On a sadder note, we also said goodbye in September to Chandra Bahadur Dangi, one of the most iconic record holders to have ever appeared in our famous book. This quiet, gentle Nepalese record holder stood at just 54.6 centimetres, or 21.5 inches tall, making him the world's shortest living man. He was also the shortest man to be ever measured by Guinness World Records, and it was a real honour and pleasure to have known such a great character. October was another jam-packed month for record breaking, starting off on the 2nd with the largest projected image in Moscow. This incredible image was the opening spectacle of the Moscow International Festival of Light, which saw the famous Ministry of Defence building on the Moscow River fully illuminated across its 20,000 square metre surface. On October 10th, global singing sensation Sam Smith released Writings on the Wall, which debuted at #1 in the UK and earned Sam yet another Guinness World Records title. The track was written for the recently released movie Spectre, and amazingly is the first James Bond theme to reach #1 in the UK charts. Amazing when you think that it's been 52 years of great classic songs. One of the most popular sources for record breaking is construction toys, and this year we were amazed to measure this, the world's largest caravan built from Lego. The caravan debuted at the Motorhome and Caravan Show in Birmingham and was built from 215,158 individual pieces of Lego. It was a life-size replica of a real-life teardrop-shaped caravan and featured fully functioning amenities such as a sink with running water, electric lights, a bed, a chess set, toothbrushes, and even a simulated cooking facility and fridge. Back once again to wow us with their domino toppling skills was Sinner's Dominoes Entertainment from Germany, again breaking the record for the most books toppled in a domino fashion. Carpeting the floor at the Frankfurt Book Fair this year was 10,200 brand new shiny copies of Guinness World Records 2016, all of which got toppled. Towards the end of the month, the country of Jordan slid into the record books for the world's longest slip-in slide, which is almost as long as the Burj Khalifa, the world's tallest building, is high. The organisers were thrilled with the record attempt and watched as hundreds of tourists travelled the 600 metres along the record-breaking slip-in slide. November next, and it's the month in which we celebrate Guinness World Records Day. It's our global celebration of superlatives, giving everyone in the world a chance to take part in some record breaking and find out how much fun it can be to get your name in the famous book. The day got off to a flying start in Japan when Kenichi Ito reclaimed his record for the fastest 100 metres running on all fours with an astonishing time of 15.71 seconds. Over in the UK, stunt driver and multiple record holder Alistair Moffat earned the title for the tightest parallel park in reverse. He squeezed his classic Mini Cooper into a space that was just 34 centimetres bigger than the car itself. Over in the USA, the Harlem Globetrotters were back in record-breaking action again, this time attempting the longest basketball shot made blindfolded, achieved successfully by Thunder Law with a 21.18-metre effort. Scooter Christensen broke the record for the longest duration spinning a basketball on the nose, managing 7.7 seconds, and Zeus McClurkin achieved the most basketball slam dunks in 1 minute with an impressive 15 dunks. Probably the most talked about story of the day though came from a skateboarding bulldog in Lima. Otto skated his way into the record books with the longest human tunnel traversed by a skateboarding dog, passing through the legs of 30 people. Also in November, we ratified an extraordinary machine built by a student, the fastest robot to solve a Rubik's Cube.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
This robot, built by student Zachary Gromko, solved the Rubik's Cube in a mind-boggling 2.39 seconds. It's almost twice as fast as any human can do.
Go.
So now it's December, it's the end of the year, and things are getting pretty festive around here at Guinness World Records. So too is the record breaking. Here, for example, is David Richards of Australia, who's known locally in Canberra as the Christmas Lights Man. No surprise here, this is the largest display of Christmas lights on an artificial tree, and wait for it, there are 518,838 lights. That's a lot of lights to count. The Aussies obviously really know how to do Christmas, because here we are down under once again, this time for the largest surfing lesson organised by the gift retailer Red Balloon. Everyone had to dress up as Santa Claus for this record. We'd needed 250 people as a minimum to set the record, but in fact Red Balloon found 320 locals, proving that you can be festive even on Bondi Beach. So that concludes our roundup of some of the best video highlights from 2015. I hope you'll agree it's been quite a spectacular year here at Guinness World Records. Thank you to everyone who took part. If you want to see more of this kind of stuff, please subscribe to our channel. And if you want to break a record of your own and get your name in the famous Guinness World Records book, just go to www.guinnessworldrecords.com. Have a good Christmas and a very happy New Year.